to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. The planetary energies are. The Skullduggerous moon is in Pisces. This is a perfect time for shadow work. And the fact of the matter is, darling dears, we're besties, so we're going through it together, darling dears. It's about you understanding how to react in challenging situations. It's about facing the obstacles, self-limitations that you've put on self, darling dear, the doubt. Why? Because shadow work is important, darling dear. And it's the perfect time for you to spend time with yourself for self-care. It's a priority, this shadow work. Why? Because we are fast approaching the Lion's Gate, the 8-8, darling dear, in a 7-year, a highly spiritual year. The Lion's Gate is the galactic new year. It's when the Leo sun aligns with the Sirius star, the brightest star in the sky. Time for manifestation mode, but you have to clean up the obstacles, the self-limitations, darling dears. Shadow work is necessary to activate the law of attraction because it helps to uncover and release subconscious blocks, limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns. Patterns that might be hindering your manifestation process. By addressing and integrating these shadows, you can align yourself, your consciousness, darling dears, your conscious desires with your deeper, authentic self, which allows you to attract and manifest your goals and desires more effectively. Without shadow work, unresolved issues and hidden emotions can create resistance, making it challenging to attract the positive outcomes you seek. The power and value of a good question when completing shadow work. To prepare yourself for manifestation mode is of the utmost importance, darling dears. Now is the time to ask yourself the right questions. Let's dive in, darling dears, and unpack. Let's get your runestone before to kick it off and see what's going on, darling dears, as we get as many messages as we can as we work through this shadow work which is necessary, right, for you to complete before the 8-8 Lion's Gate, darling dears. Just the one. And it's a lovely one, darling dear. This is Swallow Sun energy. We just spoke about the Leo sun aligning with the Sirius star. This is also a forewarning, or how can I put it? Kind of like a deja vu, because you're going to come out on the good foot, darling dear. So how will you act? How will you complete this shadow work if you already know that you are going to come out what? Thumbs up styly, darling dears. The sun energy, big cat, Leo energy, 5th house energy, darling dears. This is a time where you're going to be tapping into your creativities. This is about you utilizing your childlike spirit. A child always believes things are going to go a certain way. They have this optimism, wired for the best outcome. This is what you must adapt, darling dear, or adopt. It also speaks about taking this risk, darling dears. Stepping without seeing the stair, without seeing the full picture. But this is the time for you to release this self-doubt, this inner turmoil. Shadow work is very important, darling dears, especially at this time. Represented by the letter S, the number 76, 77, 78, and 79. This is about your self-esteem, darling dear, your solar plexus energy, listening to your gut feelings. This is about this is also going to foster your self-confidence, darling dears, realizing that you have a more sense of control of your environment, realizing that the shadow work is what is blocking you from getting your best life together, darling dears. The solar plexus is the element of the fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Sun, moon, or rising. Let's get your ancestral message around this. We're going to use I believe this is the distant oracle traveler. Let's dive in, darling dears, and unpack. Wake up the deck. Ancestral oracle message around the shadow work for the big cats to perpetrate before we get to the 8-8, Lion's Gate, the galactic new year, manifestation mode, darling dears. What do your ancestors say about the blocks you're going to remove? It's going to take you to faraway places, darling dears. Open up new opportunities, new avenues. Some of you will be moving, physically moving on the GPS once you've completed this shadow work. Let go of a fear, a subconscious fear that's keeping you in a circumstance or situation that is below your manifestation mode grade, darling dears. Some of you are traveling to the east, maybe Asia, or the east of your current location, darling dears. But this is also about your sacral chakra, darling dears. Tapping into what? Confidence. Being gifted confidence once you uncover the shadow work that needs to be done at this moment in time. It will more free up your creative ideas, darling dears. But it will also feed into your confidence. The yellow and the orange, that's a message for someone, darling dear. The yellow and the orange means red. The red could be the limitations and the self-doubt that you've set upon yourself up until this point. No longer the caged bird, darling dears. Why? Because you're a big cat. You never was a bird. Let's see what this card is. Yeah, a desert passage. This is obstacles on both sides, but you hold the rod of wisdom, darling dear. And again, we're seeing the orange and the yellow. Listen, I can't make it up, and I've just noticed that I'm wearing orange and yellow. Listen, everything is what? It's a tool during these reads, darling dears. This is a new beginning, walking alone. A path where you have to walk alone when it's shadow work because you are working on self. Obstacles around is the fear and the doubts. We as a big cat, on a whole, we feel everything can rise. This is about having faith, feeling all in the heart, darling dears, and still stepping anyway. A new beginning for you. Trust there's a divine path, darling dears, that you are on a divine path as you complete this shadow work. Love it. I don't hate it. As we ask the right questions together. Why not? We're besties in a Thelma and Louise kind of way, without the chelation. Had to put that in. Final card from your ancestors. You are navigating the stars. Yes, you are. What did I say? This is all the unpacking of what no longer serves you as we fast approach the Lion's Gate, the galactic new year. Releasing, darling dears. Follow your bliss. You will be following your bliss. It looks like the same person. This is the balance of the yin and yang. This is going to create an eclipse in your life, darling dears, because when the sun and moon are in alignment, this is what creates an eclipse. An eclipse is what change that must be perpetrated. Sun energy. This is feeling invigorated, darling dears, transformation mode. Once you complete this shadow work, if you've been having any health issues, they will be released. Why? Because it was all part of things that were holding you back. Because you bought into it. You bought the lies you was telling of self. You was allowing the conscious mind to run rampant, darling dear. This is allowing the what? The inmates to take a hold of the asylum, darling dear. This is the season where you tap into your subconscious before the 8-8. Lion's Gate. Base of the deck. We've got grounding. We just spoke about the red, the root chakra. Go deep, darling dears. Explore the roots that cause the issues of fear that you are about to overcoming many obstacles, darling dears, as you align with the stars. One star in particular, Sirius, darling dears. I'll be putting out that read within the next couple of days, the 8-8 read for each rising sign. Right, let's dive in and unpack, darling dears. Let's dive in and unpack. I'm going to get a deck to work with. We're going to use this one. Base of your deck, darling dear, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is somebody who is an initiator. So you are going to be initiating this. This is about you, what? Believing in yourself, believing that you have the abilities to release what no longer serves you. This is a spiritual calling, darling dears. You are being assisted by your ancestral team, your security. They want you to win because you, up to this point, darling dear, you've been ticking off boxes, but this is about releasing that final weight so that you can manifest what you truly deserve, whatever that manifestation is for you, darling dears. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Right. Current energy around the big cat as they face this shadow work to release what no longer serves them before the 8-8 Lion's Gate. Right, the truth, darling dear. This is you listening to source. Ace of Swords is about your connection to source, darling dear. It's air energy. Listen to your intuition. It also speaks about you having to what? Master some form of communication. Divine wants you to take action at this moment in time. Action in seeking knowledge. This is about you setting your intention for what you want to, your outcome of this shadow work. The final card we lay on this, darling dears, we'll see whether or not you're able to complete it before the 8-8 Lion's Gate. Air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You're wanting the truth. This is clarity, darling dears. Divine is gifting you the opportunity at this moment in time to release toxic relationships, toxic relatives, the words that they told you, the negativity that they tried to leave, right? Like breadcrumbs in your cranium, darling dear. You're letting go of certain thought patterns that are not of you, darling dear. It was other people's opinion of you at this moment in time, or up until this moment in time. Until now, bestie, until we decided to address it, because we're going to what? Catch the energy of the 8-8 Lion's Gate. Yes. Let's carry on. What is the unconscious pattern or emotion that needs to be addressed? I'm going to let it come out by itself. Thank you. Yeah. Work. It's around your work ethic, darling dears, or how you're seen by others. 3 of Pentacles in the upright. In the past, darling dear, you felt as though you've missed out a lot of opportunities due to collaborations and partnerships that you was involved in. You're going to have to release those emotions around it. This is about cutting ties to partnerships of old, how you did things in the past. Yeah. Using your intuition and discernment. You were sleeping in the bed with enemies, darling. There's lots of them. You had a whole cacophony of them. People that, family, tangible stuff. Pentacles is about family, darling dears. Relationships that you thought were solid, darling dears, but it was not the right circumstances for you. But it's for you to tell your truth about this situation to yourself, so that you can once and for all sever all ties to past relationships, darling dears, that didn't serve you. That was only there to be the pointer for what you don't want in your existence. Moon energy, also represented by the High Priestess. This is about you having had to have used your intuition to release yourself from circumstances. This was fake friends, a fake partner, fake family members. This is putting all down the information that you told yourself around that situation or circumstance involving that group of people or a person. Yeah. You are letting go of those that were what? Tourists in your life, darling dears. A tourist doesn't usually come to stay. They come to learn new things and be off with it, darling dear. You've learned all you could learn from those past situations. There's nothing new to learn. You have to get this to your subconscious mind. It's about you cutting cutting out the ruminating thoughts around past situations, not hiding from them, darling dear, addressing the fact that they are no longer happening to you. You've already cut yourself out of that cycle, but it's your thoughts around it that's keeping you stuck and in what? Unable to manifest mode. The energy of the 8-8, darling dear, is manifestation in itself. Why? Because it's filled with the energy of the Jupiter, right? The expansion, darling dear, the expansion of abundance, as well as the energy of Mars, darling dear. The Mars, the go-getter in you, darling dear, taking the action, decisive action, to once and for all, to release yourself around the thoughts you told yourself about these past situations. It could also be about work, self-limiting beliefs in the working field, feeling that you was uncontent. There was a lot of discontent with something that you was doing, some kind of career pattern, a job choice. This is you releasing that you have to stay in that limited belief that this is all that's meant for you on this Malkuth, darling dears. So how do you release it? All right, by going within, darling dear. The cards are not ramping today. Hermit, Virgo energy. Going within, darling dear. This is self-examination, self-improvement. It's also about you looking at how you handle challenging situations. Do you just shut down and allow the situation to unfold around you? This is about you using that spiritual light to shine the guiding light on the situation. Yeah, and claiming dominion over yourself, darling dear, realizing that you can make the right choices. But this is about you having gone within, realizing your worth and what you bring to the table. Every one of your ideas or ideals is valid, darling dears. But it's about you believing in thyself, believing that you can walk this path, darling dears. Face this shadow energy. Some of you have an issue around money. This is where the lack mentality is, darling dears. Money is about flow. It's the flow of energy, the giving in order to receive. This is about you learning to give graciously, darling dears, and not think about it once you've given. This is somebody holding on to lack mentality, and God has entered the building. So this is the truth roof. Pinkies up. How you let go of these limiting beliefs, darling dears, especially around money, as well as your mental and physical health, darling dear, is by having faith. Faith that the ideas that come to you are being gifted to you by the Most High. You've been getting the synchronicities, darling dears, but it's about you fully owning the synchronicities, believing that you deserve them, knowing your worth and adding tax. You are a child of God, darling dear, and you are on a spiritual path. Divine wants to give you the whole of the 9 of Pentacles, but you have to be in deservant mode, believing that you deserve this Shiznai. Believe that you deserve it in order for it to be what manifested on this Malkuth, base of the deck. What did I say? You have to be the boss of your own. Claim dominion over everything, darling dears. How you release what happened to you in the past, darling dears, is number one, owning your part. How you projected that pain that was inflicted on you. If it was pain, darling dears, how you projected it onto others. This is having responsibility for your actions, darling dears, so that all the riches of abundance from the Most High can be opened unto you. But Divine wants you to get it on a spiritual level. This hence why the Hermit came out. 2 9s on the tableau speaks about up to this point you've had minor gains, but gains they have been, darling dears. But once you open yourself to this, to what, that you can best this limiting belief. When you look at a situation from a different perspective, the whole situation changes. Divine wants you to look at it from a spiritual perspective. Because it's no more just about cutting the cords, darling dears. It's also about pulling out the cords, realizing where the cords are. And a lot of what's been happening to you is because of lack mentality, not knowing your true self, not believing and uplifting the true self. This is no longer you being taken in by illusions of people from the past or wanting to join past situations, realizing that you are a whole gang in and of itself. The I, myself, and me gang, darling dear. There's nothing wrong with that. You are being divinely guided to have faith and sever all limiting beliefs. Divine wants you to give you the 9 of Pentacles, darling dears. Abundance and growth on every level, healing on every level, as you open up to the 8-8 Lion's Gate. How can you embrace your shadow self at this moment in time? How can you embrace? Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, by listening to it, blood. You are yin and yang. You have to balance your shadow self in order for you to what? Have the equilibrium to manifest whatever you desire. Listen to your shadow self. It's you. Accept it, darling dears. Yeah. What did I just say? Listen to your inner voice. You have to embrace all aspects of yourself, the good, the bad, the dark, the light, the happy, the sad. Everything is the culmination which makes up the true you, your authentic self. Embrace that you're different, darling dears. You wasn't built or made, or you didn't come to this Malkuth to fit in, darling dears. You were sent as a light worker, darling dears, to boldly go where no cat has gone before, to open up new pathways. But in order to open the true pathway to manifestation, darling dears, is to know thyself. Understand your limiting beliefs and realize it's part of your shadow self that you have to embrace. In order to create true balance, this is how you vibrate on a what? Manifestation frequency, darling dears. The law of attraction. How do you change your inner dialogue for growth and healing? How can the big cat change their inner dialogue for growth and healing? By letting go of the past. 6 of Cups. By letting go of relatives, loved ones, whomsoever, whatsoever you have, this person, place, or thing. You have to cut the emotional cord and tie to that situation. No one owes you anything and you owe no one anything. Unless, of course, they're your progeny, darling dears, and they're underage and not self-sufficient. Yeah. Let go of those that took a risk with you, darling dears. For some of you, it's a past relationship. It could be a husband or a wife or a long-term situation. It may even be same-sex. Some of you, it's the releasing of a job. Some of you have to release your attachment to a physical illness or ailment that you have at this moment in time. You have to understand these physical things that are manifesting in your body, darling dears. It's because of the unhealed shadow work, the projection, how you was projecting your energy, your unhealedness onto other people, or for the people that actually broke you, darling dears. You'll get no healing from them. This is about you understanding self. Divine wants you to comprehend, not understand. Comprehend means you understood the assignment, darling dears. The big picture of it all. Progress, darling dear. I told you whatever goes on the Ace of Swords is what's going to actually happen once you do this actual work before the 8-8 Lion's Gate, darling dears. Because what you truly deserve is already on its way, darling dears. this new manifestation of abundance. And abundance comes in many forms, not just Skrilla.com. It's knowledge, it's true soul tribe, darling dears. It's new opportunities, new beginnings, but it's because of your determination and fixation on clearing, having clarity. Let's get some more messages about the shadow work. And it's a reminder not to put your stability into another person. This is about you being self-sufficient going forward, darling dears. Self-sufficient. Anything that comes along that is on your vibrating frequency is a bonus. High Priestess. Confirmation, darling dear. Do this shadow work. Go within, darling dears. Look, King of Pentacles in the upright. This will put you on the right path, darling dears, and attract whom truly deserves to be around you. People that are spiritual, that have actually done their own shadow work. Tower. It's the truth, roof, darling dears. Yes, and judgment. Look, it's going to, once you complete this shadow work, it's going to create good karma, new opportunities, darling dears. For some, this is the creation of what? A spiritual practice. Because you'll be able to use your examples, your life examples, how you overcame your shadow side, and not in the way that it's not balanced, darling dears, because it's about the equilibrium, the yin and yang, the good and bad. Utilizing your spiritual gifts, darling dears, for the best possible outcome, King of Pentacles. Yeah, you've got a message going forward, but this is also what? A love tap from the Most High, I told you. Clean, look, all of the offers that are going to be coming towards you. But this is about you, what? Being able to accept these offers. Being able to accept them, darling dears. You're being gifted with a spiritual upgrade once you release what no longer serves you. Split the deck. Can't make it up. Palace of Pentacles. This is the rewards that you're going to get, darling dear. The blessing upon blessing and an 11-11 fade. Look at your unconscious patterns and emotions that need to be addressed. Release the limiting beliefs and self-doubt, darling dears. Integrate this shadow part of you, darling dears. We all have shadow sides, but it doesn't have to be outside of ourselves. This is what causes the confusion. This is what causes you to seek validation from others, especially those that are just meant to teach you a lesson and not be there for a lifetime. This is how you heal your inner dialogue. Like I said at the top of the read, if you already knew you was going to be successful, how would you move, big cat? I always say the race is not for the swift, darling dear, but it's about overcoming these traumas, these limiting beliefs. Using your intuition, darling dears. Many of you, these traumas and self-doubts was inputted in you from when you was a child, from people that did not have the tools themselves. So it's the forgiving as well. That big F word is still being bandied around. Forgiveness of they, them, and forgiveness of self, forgiveness of time wasted. It's never wasted when you understood the lesson and you've done the what? Shadow work, and released yourself from the what? The rinse and repeat of the same. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, and you are allowed to use the planetary energies to guide you, darling dears. Time for you to be in full-on manifestation mode. been a long time coming, darling dears, but you are finally arriving. Let's get some final messages. Going to use the Numerology deck. Thank you. Have faith in your dreams. I can't make it up, darling dears. Meditate and contemplate. A fiery climax approaches. Right? Conclusions are within reach. And nothing is yet set in stone. So you are the igniter. You are what's this? You are the beginning and the end, the alpha and omega in this situation, darling dears. This is what the universe is telling you to do. Let go of these limiting beliefs. I can't make it up. It's time to take action. Surrender to the divine. Hold your vision of what you truly want to manifest, darling dears. And we've already discussed what you need to do to release. A waning moon means release, darling dears. Surrender to the process. Because there's miles to go before you sleep. This is about recouping, darling dears. Do the work now so that you can rest and fly easy later. Look. Swords in the reverse. Make a firm decision, darling dear, and stick to it until the wheels fall off. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to my Teesprings, Todd love to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.